Hello all. So I found out that my twin brother has been making this idiotic channel spewing his leftist nonsense, and he calls himself Super Social Justice Warrior. More like sacrilegious social justice warrior if you ask me. Anyways, it took me a while to realize he was doing this since only 5 or so people watch it, thank God. And I'm hijacking his channel to spread actual truth and logic, and you can call me anti-social justice warrior. So today, I wanted to talk about an up-and-coming network I'm excited about, Great American Family.
Candace Cameron Bure is clarifying, or backpedaling, depending on how you look at it, after she was hit with a ton of backlash following her interview with the Wall Street Journal. Under the headline, Candace Cameron Bure wants to put Christianity back in Christmas movies, she explains her departure from the Hallmark channel earlier this year, where she starred in over 10 holiday movies, and her new role as the Chief Creative Officer at the Great American Family channel. My heart wants to tell more stories that have more meaning and purpose and depth behind them. I knew that people behind Great American Family were Christians that loved the Lord and wanted to promote faith programming and good family entertainment. When asked if the network will showcase same-sex romance or couples, Candace said, "I think Great American Family will keep traditional marriage at the core." At the new network, Bill Abbott is the chief executive. He used to work at the Hallmark channel, and he was behind the decision to pull a commercial that featured a same-sex couple on the Hallmark channel. Of the Great American Family, Bill says in its programming, "It's certainly the year 2022, so we're aware of the trends. There's no whiteboard that says, yes, this, or no, we'll never go here. So be aware, Bill is watching this being gay trends. It might fade." So Cameron got hit with a ton of backlash, including from Jojo Siwa, I'm not going to get into that whole thing again, who wrote that Cameron's stance was rude and hurtful to the entire LGBTQIA+ community. Jodie Sweetin, Candace's House co-star, showed her support on JoJo's post. Hillary Burton tweeted, "Bigot. I don't remember Jesus liking hypocrites like Candy, but sure, make your money, honey. You ride that prejudice wave all the way to the bank." Her husband, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, called Candace a twit in his response. Holly Robinson Peete, who starred in several Hallmark movies, said that Candace's traditional marriage comment stung. So Candace has issued a really long statement on her Instagram about her heart and how she loves everyone. She says, "I'm a devoted Christian, which means that I believe that every human being bears the image of God. Because of that, I'm called to love all people, and I do. If you know me, you know that I'm a person who loves fiercely and indiscriminately." But amongst all that, Candace says that I had also expressed in my interview, which was not included, that people of all ethnicities and identities have and will continue to contribute to the network in great ways, both in front of and behind the camera, which I encourage and fully support. So Candace says the Great American Family channel will be inclusive both in its content and its staff. So I say, we'll see. And it all starts with Candace and a bunch of straight white people starring in the movie A Christmas Present.
Every once in a while, something special comes along that reminds us who we are and of the ones we love.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, boo-hoo. You know, for a movement that claims to be all about inclusivity, God forbid we have any movies and shows that represent 97% of the population. These ideologues won't be content until every single show or movie has LGBTQ in it, because they can't relate to the human condition on any level other than their own narcissistic, immutable identity traits. 0.3% of the population does heroin. Should we include them in every single aspect of media also? Anyways, luckily there are some base takes on the topic. She's entitled to her beliefs, and her comment wasn't disrespectful. She simply said she prefers traditional marriage. I think sometimes folks simply want to be outraged. The values of Hallmark aren't in line with her core values, and she's entitled to go elsewhere. I actually respect folks who say, hey, this isn't for me, and I'm going elsewhere. She's not a bigot. People, stop being outraged on behalf of communities you're not a part of. None of my gay friends or I care. We don't think she's a bigot. She's allowed to have different opinions and beliefs. It's not like she's advocated violence. She simply wants to work for a community that represents her values. No harm, no foul. If her faith, the Bible, says that it's wrong, then she must follow her faith. Everyone is entitled to religious freedom.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Get out of here! Don't you have a Trump rally to attend or some misinformation to spread on the internet?
Let me fix this real quick. I am so sorry for that, everyone. If you want to unsubscribe to me, I completely understand after being subjected to those nuclear levels of bigotry. I mean, comparing homosexuality to heroin? Sick. Just sick. I'll post some mental health links in the description if anyone needs them. So, This is actually a problem, despite my brother's toxic mentality, as he sits here and hypocritically claims that diversity is shoving things down people's throats, while he advocates for his cis-white heterosexuality to be shoved down everyone's throat. The erasure of homosexuals and transgenders is not only immoral, but quite frankly dangerous, and can lead to violence and genocide. Luckily, there are some enlightened takes on the topic. This is what happens when you took away Roe. Now people don't have the freedom to express themselves. Way to go, SCOTUS. I will never respect, tolerate, or understand a person who puts the supposed values of a fictional man in the sky before the rights of their neighbor, relative, colleague, etc. Particularly a person who didn't speak out while America was being run by a fascist. Definition of bigotry. So what's the solution here? Obviously, it's for people like Candace and my brother to never be allowed to have a voice on the internet or in media, and to keep forging forward and making sure that everyone is represented all the time with as little straight white people as possible. This is S2JW signing out.